Hello, I'm back. I've decided let's record another video because I realized that the audio was terrible in the one video I uploaded, and I'm kind of just going to talk about things in that video again. As you can see, I'm wearing a Haunted Mansion shirt. Wonder what I could be talking about today. And if you can hear in the background, I've got spooky music playing. Got some Madame Leota just vibing there. Hi, I'm Madame Leota. I'm out of it. I'm very tired. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I would like to point out the fact that I do not own this music, and I really hope it doesn't get taken down because I'm using it. It's owned by Disney Dan. I'll put thing in comment for him. I love the channel so much. It's great. Very helpful. Anywho, I'm actually technically not talking about Haunted Mansion today, which is a shock. Sort of. I would like to talk about my Halloween parties, because I don't remember if that was in the video uploaded or the one I didn't, but you clearly didn't get to hear me because my microphone was trash, and now I have this new fancy microphone that I probably just busted your eardrums from snapping next to. So I'm going to talk about my Halloween parties that I've had for several years, and by several I mean 4. Excuse me, burp. So the first year of Halloween parties, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I just knew I'd wanted Halloween party for years, and my dad was like, okay, fine, we'll try it. So, the first year, which was it's getting dark outside. I like that. Spooky. Adds to the ambiance. But my first year was Contamination. So it was like a zombie-themed one. And I got the idea because we held the party at my aunt's construction company in the basement. So it was like, I can see where you'd get the story. One of my favorite parts of the Halloween parties was building up the story. I absolutely loved that. Each year, I built up a little story, sort of. 2 years that I actually built up an entire story to go along with the theme, and that was just like one of my favorite things to do. So that year, it was that there was like a pipeline bust, and there were some men working down in the sewers. And when the pipeline bust, some weird chemical reaction thing, I don't remember the story exactly. I was a zombie cheerleader because I thought the joke was hilarious. I was a freshman. I didn't know what I was talking about. And that year, we used a lot of the actual construction stuff that they had just stored away and put things over it and made it look spooky. It wasn't like, there was a theme and everything, but the setup wasn't actually, there. We had a decorated hallway that we made all spooky. We had this little, stuff you could put up on the walls that made it look like a dungeon wall. So, we had cool ideas, we just didn't know how to organize them properly, which can be expected in that first year. So, second year was a Day of the Dead themed one, and I had a lot of cool ideas for that. I'm sorry I'm picking up my hair. I had a lot of cool ideas for the Day of the Dead themed one. Not all of them came to fruition, but I had skeleton makeup and everything on, and it was very nice, and I was very excited. I wanted to make sugar skull cookies, which are basically just sugar cookies in the shape of skulls, but you crush up Jolly Ranchers, and when you cook, the crushed up Jolly Ranchers are in the eye holes, the eye sockets, and when it bakes, it would make cute, little stained glass, and I thought it was super neat, and we never got to do that. So that one didn't really have a storyline. It was just a Day of the Dead themed one, where majority of the stuff was, bright and neon and black light and skeletons. It was still cool, but, Now, junior year, I am very proud of junior year. My costume didn't fit exactly to the theme, but I was very proud of this costume. I'm going to tell you the thing first before I tell you my costume, which if people who are watching this know me, you know which costume it is. But the theme for that year it was just magical things kept popping into my head, and I was like, yes, this is perfect. And I should also mention that freshman year, I had a set up list of all the different Halloween party ideas I had, but it was just coming up with the supplies and what supplies can we reuse. A lot of the stuff I used at my parties was either garage sale, stuff we already owned, and a majority of it was stuff that we got from my aunt who used to throw Halloween parties in her garage for my cousins when they were in high school. So we had like a ginormous Frankenstein blow up mouth, and that was like an entranceway. So that was super fun to use. But junior year's party, I wanted to pay tribute to the classic horror because that is one of my favorite genres, is classic horror. I will just vibe in my room with Nosferatu and some like spooky classic Halloween music, which I did play a lot of classic Halloween music from like 20s and 30s and 40s that year because it went with the theme. Now, the tricky part, see, we had decided that the interior room was going to be set up like a movie theater. We borrowed a popcorn machine. We did everything up. We printed out fake movie posters for things like The Blob and King Kong and Bride of Frankenstein. We had all these cool posters put up. And we had popcorn and we had other movie theater snacks, and it was set up very nice. The only problem was, how did we want to do the hallway? You see, junior year, I was doing a lot of Disney research because that is the year we went to Disney for band. And while I was doing said Disney research, I remembered the Fudge Nuggets. I can't remember the name. Twilight Zone. There we go. Woo! I kept thinking Alfred Hitchcock or Outer Limits, and I'm like, it's similar, but not exact. But we had Twilight Zone as the hallway because I was trying to think, how are they getting to this movie theater? And I was like, maybe a time travel thing. I was like, no. Dimensions. So the hallway was just pitch black at first, and it was just strange noises. I put speakers in the hallway that would play the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and my eyebrows raised when I hit the higher notes in that. But there was that, and then there was like crumpled up papers, and so just like the entire thing was meant to disorient and confuse people. So as they would walk through the hallway, they were like, whoa, what is happening? And then when you got to the end of the hallway, the plan was to have a giant fan that looked like a spiral for like when you're going, spiral. But it broke the fan, so it just kind of sat there at the end of the hallway, not moving, which is fine. We're fine with it now. But we had that. And anyways, that's how they got into the movie theater. It was a Twilight Zone episode, basically. And everyone really liked, I think that was one of the best years. But of course the best year is senior year, because we forked so much money into senior year. But first I gotta tell you the costume I picked for junior year. I was very proud of this outfit. This is an outfit I wanted to do for years. I was tired of rehashing vampire. And I was like, for the classic movie one, I should do like vampire or something. I was like, no, I'm tired. I've done vampire so much. Like, my vampire teeth are literally sitting right up there in a case. So, like, vampire I've overdone. I know this. But I thought, I need a good costume for the Halloween parade. This is a costume I've wanted to do for a long time. I know how to do the makeup for it. I've practiced the makeup for it. So I was the ghost with the most himself, Beetlejuice. This costume is one of my favorites to this day. I will happily rehash this. Next time I go to a convention, I'm planning on wearing it one of the days. Like, I was so happy. The only thing I had to buy for this costume was the hair color, because I bought a wig and the wig didn't work. So I bought a wig, that didn't work. Then I bought a hair color, like to spray my hair, some oil-based makeups, because I needed those in addition to my eyeshadows and such to make things stand out more. And a jacket. That's all I had to buy. I had a tie. I had a button-up that could work. I, from Hot Topic, had a pair of jeans that were black and white striped. I had combat boots that I was going to wear as shoes. It was a great costume. Beetlejuice was my favorite to do. I was so happy. And I know it didn't really fit the theme, but it's still like a movie. It counts into that category. Now, for the big one, senior year, where I invited pretty much everybody to it. We put so much time and effort into this. See, I'm more of the come up with the idea, brainstorm, and put into motion. My parents are the ones that actually did like all the physical labor, and I cannot thank them enough for that. biggest physical labor I did was hand my dad little clips. As you can maybe see back there, there's like a little black spot right there. That's a trick I learned from my dad. You get these little like, they're not paper clips, they're the other type of clips that kind of look like birds, I thought when I was a kid. And you clip up the lights like that. My dad taught me that trick. That's how we clipped up a lot of our lights and cords in the basement because it was drop ceiling like this. And it was so nice. It was an easy way to go about things, and I'm so glad he came up with that idea. But it was mostly him and my mom who would get like put actual things into motion. I would come up with the theme I wanted, and they're like, okay, what do we want to do with this? I would tell them specific things I wanted. Like, I was like, Mom, Dad, I want this popcorn machine. We know someone with the popcorn machine. Go get it. I think we put the most amount of time and effort and money into the senior year one, which originally, from freshman year, I knew I wanted this to be senior year. I had other ideas that didn't exactly happen. Like, I'll explain to you now. It was Nightmare Before Christmas, and I wanted there to be like a white elephant sort of deal and have gifts and stuff, but that didn't exactly work out because people don't know how to RSVP when they're in high school. So we didn't get to really do that, and that would have been kind of difficult. But, oh my gosh, after Christmas of junior year, we went to Walmart and bought discount display trees. Two of them, of tall, like 4 foot, and then a 2 foot. And they were black. And we had some Halloween looking ornaments that we bought. So we decorated up both of the trees. There's also a big tree in the basement because we have our family parties there. So we had a big Christmas tree that we decorated up spooky. Thanks to my mom, she decorated that one. I'm going to get a drink real quick while you listen to spooky Haunted Mansion music. And rain. Okay, anyway. We built so many pieces for that year. We built Zero's doghouse. We built the forest, all the trees in the forest. My dad created the trees and then my mom painted all the holidays on them. I had to help her find the images for the holidays, but she painted all the holidays on. We created a wreath. Now here's where I will start blathering on about the Haunted Mansion in a second. But we had like the wreath, and then we also built the town hall clock that said this many days till Halloween. We even got the little thing to hang over that said Halloween, or that said Christmas over the Halloween. So I thought that was really neat. And it was actually how many days till Christmas from the day we had the party. So everyone thought that was really neat. Now, about the wreath I mentioned. You may remember it from the movie. There was the scene when it's Christmas and all the like toys and stuff are in the houses taking over and attacking the people. You may remember a wreath hanging on a door that grew like tentacle vine arms. See, there's that design, and then there's the superior, in my opinion, design, the Haunted Mansion overlay. They have the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay for the Haunted Mansion, and that is where I took this idea from. Because I prefer it to the one in the actual movie. It just looks cooler in my opinion. Because it's got like a tie. It looks like, it looks like a tie, but it's not. It's the ribbon. So I had a giant, like, for $1 at like Dollar General or something. We bought the bow, put it on. I used blacklight paint and neon paint for the yellow eyes. And we had so many black lights in this room. So, like, basically anything that was neon or white just stood out. So my Sally costume was, it was so cool. I was Sally, by the way. Didn't have a jack at the time, but, it happens. She's her own independent ragdoll lady. She can do what she wants. That was really fun. I could have used my real hair, too, because it's not as red now. I've changed the color. It's more of like a pink-purple with blue underneath. All this blue. But, I could have used my real hair, but I didn't because the wig came with the costume. I'm like, I'll wear it. It was really fun. I love doing her makeup, too. I might do a tutorial at some point in October, maybe, for my Beetlejuice and for my Sally. I'd be really excited to do that. The worst part is when you accidentally, because I use like liquid eyeliner a lot of the times for like the stitches, and sometimes if you get it too close to the lips, it leaks into your mouth and then turns your teeth black. That happened the other day when I was making, just messing with horror makeup, and then my teeth were black, and I'm like, it tastes gross, but it adds to the effect. And I was like, no, you can't, no. But that year was by far the one I put the most effort into. I baked my Halloween. I bake amazing. I'm sorry, but these pumpkin cookies, so many times I brought them into school, and I had one teacher that absolutely loved pumpkin cookies. And she's like, you gotta, I gave that recipe to like 4 or 5 different teachers, I think. And it's got like a cream cheese frosting. They sell pumpkin cream cheese. Philadelphia does. They do. And that's what I've decided to use since then because it tastes even better in my opinion. I did try to make my own cream cheese frosting. That did not turn out very well. My mom is way better at frosting than I am. But the secret to good pumpkin cookies, you want to know what it is? Yams. I know that sounds nuts. But the secret to good pumpkin cookies is yams instead of pumpkins. Use canned yams because it's got a better consistency, in my opinion, than pumpkin. I'm giving you good Halloween cooking advice. But at least for the recipe, I tried it both ways because we did get canned pumpkin the one time, and I was like, these are pretty good still. But the first time I made them, I was home alone, and I just wanted to. I'm like, we don't have canned pumpkin, but we do have a shit ton of canned yams. So I tried yams because it's like you could substitute. And I was like, okay, we'll substitute. I think my ratios were different. For me, I like almond extract. Most people are vanilla extract. Because of the way my family makes cookies, I love almond. So I do like, I'm trying to think. I think it's a 3-to-1, yeah. So basically, if it said like 1 teaspoon or something of vanilla extract, I would do 3/4 of the vanilla and then a 1/4 of almond. That's just how I do with that. So that's just personal. But yeah, I like almond, and apparently other people do too. And I like yams. Yams just make it's just easier to eat in my opinion. It's not as dry. So there's your advice. I got sidetracked. Another thing I made was this Halloween Chex Mix. I think it had corn Chex, white chocolate, pretzels, candy corn, raisins, and Halloween sprinkles. And you just mix it all together, mix in the white chocolate with it. And it was really, really good. People actually liked it a lot. It was a recipe I accidentally found in a magazine in art class when we were trying to make a picture once. So I kept all the holiday-themed recipes for Chex Mix. So I have that now. Oh my gosh. And you can probably look it up on the Chex website or something. I don't know. They have like 3 or 4 different Halloween or October or fall themed ones, I think. It's great. I love it. I love white chocolate as well. So like it's great. Anyways, the party. The party was really nice that year. I went all out. We got big prizes. Like in previous years we had done things. I think sophomore year we got tickets to a haunted trail. So we went out and did a haunted trail in the local area. And then junior year, we went up to a local business that was doing a haunted house. There is one thing I cannot do. Just the one, and that is chainsaw clowns. I don't like clowns. I don't like chainsaws. It is one of my favorite movies and books, but for some reason, my brain thinks that right there is an alien. You're not scared of aliens, Olivia. You're scared of real clowns. That's just an alien. My brain works very weird. So I wasn't scared of it. I will never be scared of it. But any other clown or chainsaw clown can't do. So I couldn't do either of them because I would have broken out into a panic attack and crying. But other than that, I love Halloween. So that year was just a huge year. I had big prizes, big awards. We hooked up, there's a projector in that basement. So we hooked up my cousin's Wii, and we played like Mario Kart and Mario Party and a bunch of different games on the Wii. It was super fun. We spent a lot of money. We spent $50 on an 8-foot tall Grim Reaper blow up. Let me see if I can find the picture of me with this Grim Reaper blow up, because you don't understand. I was the happiest person in the world when I got this. We got to blow it up for the first time at home, and I almost cried. Let me find. That's not it. Excuse me. Just jam out to some more Haunted Mansion music. Oh, I love Haunted Mansion. Da, 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 da. I also have pictures of the party and the Beetlejuice costume. Here is, yeah. Can you see him? Not very well, but look how tall he is compared to me. That thing's huge. That might have been taller than 8. That's got to be taller than 8 feet. Oh, that's like 16 feet or something. Yeah, that's huge. I don't remember how tall he is. He's very tall. He was as tall as our house. So basically 2 stories tall. Also, for those of you who don't know, I have a Halloween Instagram. It's spooky_queen159, as very similar to my actual Instagram. I post pretty much just Halloween stuff, like pictures of me as Sally. Look at that. Who is that? If you want to see, my dad posted a lot of better quality Halloween pictures. We spent a lot of money on this party. A lot. Because we wanted it to be perfect, and it was perfect. Halloween is my favorite. For those of you who don't know, it is my favorite holiday. And you probably just heard my phone buzz. Halloween is, I don't know, there's just something about it. And I'm the kid who used to be afraid of the Easter Bunny blow-ups in the center aisle of Kroger. Look at me now! I can recite the entire Haunted Mansion monologue, and I can watch horror movies, and I can eat spaghetti while watching open knee surgery. What happened? Oh, I know. My mom told me. She used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer while she was before she was pregnant with me. Then she got pregnant, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop watching because the scary noises will affect my child." Didn't stop watching soon enough, Mom. Didn't. Nope, because I fell in love with that show. Found out she used to watch it, and it was just another thing for us to bond over, like Marvel and Star Trek, and it's so fun. But in all seriousness, those Halloween parties would not exist without my parents. They have so much taste and style when it comes to design for these parties. They paid pretty much for everything. They helped me with financial stuff of like trying to figure out, we have this much time to set up. We have this much free time in which we can set up. And here's the amount of money we have. A lot of stuff was garage sale stuff. Like the movie theater one, we spent like $80 at a garage sale getting huge Hobby Lobby signs that say like exit or now showing, and like giant light up signs that said like Broadway and stuff. We spent a crap ton of money on that. But it's all stuff I know I'll reuse in my house. And no, I don't mean as decoration. I mean that's going to be in my house all year long. Like my Halloween pillow back there, that's sitting out all year. That's not a one-time use. That's an all-year thing. Also, I love how well lit it is over here. And then you've got that dark corner over there. Move this a little. Oh, the Haunted Mansion music and rain. I might just fall asleep to this Haunted Mansion music with rain. Excuse me. Anywho, I've blathered on about my Halloween parties too much. This was mostly to help you guys if you want to do Halloween parties. Just like, what you're going to need is you cannot do it on your own. If you want to go big, and I didn't even go that big, but if you want to go big, you have to have people who support you. You have to have a good like setup plan for everything. Like the hardest part was not people not RSVPing. And we had to figure out, okay, what should we eat? what's the meal plan? I think most years it was pizza. The first year I did something really fun. My friend brought blood capsules. So when I bit into the pizza, I would go like, "Oh, I bit my cheek," and then there's just blood streaming down my face. I thought it was hilarious. No one really reacted, and man, that tasted disgusting. I also had a cool cup that I don't remember what it said, but it had like vampire teeth on it, and it was like one of those little wine cups. It was super cool. I don't know what happened to it. It's at home somewhere. I need it for Halloween. But regardless, this has been my Halloween party discussion video. I'm really upset I can't have a Halloween party for real this year. I'm having a small gathering at my house. My dad's using some of the old decorations to decorate up our little farmhouse. And I'm having a few friends over. We're going to watch a movie, have a bonfire. I told them you have to show up in a crazy ass costume or I will make you walk home in the scary countryside in the middle of the night on a full moon. Something bad will happen to you. But regardless, this has been my Halloween video. And by that I mean there's going to be so many more. I just wanted to talk about my Halloween parties to you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to put them. I'm going to be putting links in the description, like the link to the music that I'm using currently, because I love it. I could honestly fall asleep to this. It is great. If you would like a video of me reciting the Haunted Mansion monologue, I will 100% do that, because I think it'd be cool to have a female ghost host. And I feel like it'd be just another excuse for me to put on makeup, too. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.